Hi and welcome to Motor Monday. It's David from Sherwood Ford.
I'm Drew.
And today we are reviewing some tips for you to make sure that that diesel engine in your Super Duty is going to last.
Yes, little quick maintenance, keep things nice tip-top shape so you get a little extra life out of that engine.
You know, they go a long ways when you do.
Yes.
And when you don't, it gets very costly.
Right, yeah, I mean everybody thinks about a diesel engine as going, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of kilometers. But you do need to do some regular maintenance in order to make sure that that is the case.
Yeah, they're not exactly like a gasoline engine either. There are some items that don't require maintenance, like there's no spark plugs.
Exactly.
There's glow plugs.
Yes.
But they're not required to keep the engine running.
Right.
So we're going to go through and show you some of the maintenance items. You know, it's like regular brushing of your teeth. It's like exercising. It's all those things that you do throughout life to make sure that you live long.
Exactly.
And you know, this is a big investment.
Yes.
The Super Duty. So taking care of it will give you many happy kilometers.
Yes. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but little things that'll go a long way.
Yeah. So, but again, failing to take care of that engine properly is going to kill it, and that's the last thing you want to do with a truck like this.
Yes, you want to keep it going a long time.
You want to maximize just how long you're going to be able to keep that vehicle.
Yes.
Behind us is a cornucopia of all kinds of stuff that we're going to go through and show you. These are some of the special items. Well, not really special, but they're important items.
Yes.
As part of your maintenance schedule. So, speaking of maintenance schedule, what kind of, what am I looking at as far as time frame here in Alberta?
Typically in Alberta, we use severe driving style as far as on the grand scale of things as far as driving conditions go.
Yep.
Just our heat and cold, that makes for more of a severe driving.
Yep. Not the towing kind of severe or heavy load kind of severe.
No, not heavy loads, but just everyday life. We actually do classify that as a severe driving condition.
Yeah.
So in that case, we're going to be looking at regular intervals of 8,000 kilometers for an oil change. That is just the typical, you're driving around, you're not doing any heavy towing.
Yeah.
Now, could it last a little bit longer? Of course, but we still want to go with that 8,000 kilometers just to make sure that we keep things up to date.
Absolutely. I got a piece of paper here. This is a photocopy right from the owner's manual for the Super Duty. So if you read on page 578 of your Super Duty manual, 2017 anyway.
Yes.
But this is applicable to the previous model years. So what to expect for normal driving, normal commuting with highway driving, no or moderate load or towing, flat to moderately hilly roads, no extended idling. Well, you could probably pull out between 12 and 16,000 kilometers before you need an oil change. But again, having said that, 8,000 kilometers is kind of a recommended guideline.
Right.
Nothing.
I mean, all of that's saying is that the engine, it could last that long.
That's right. Now, severe, as you've mentioned.
Yes, severe.
The book says 8,000 to 12,000.
Right.
Bring it in at 8.
Yeah, we've had this discussion many times with our
Yeah.
service experts, our service technicians.
Yeah, exactly.
And they still recommend time and time again 8,000 kilometers.
Absolutely. And the last item was extreme. So this is for your vehicle if you're using it for maximum load or towing,
Heavy
extreme
hauling.
hot, cold operation, use of high sulfur diesel fuel. And most of the fuel we're filling up now is ultra low sulfur diesel. But if you happen to have that high one, well, you're going to need to do your oil changes every 4 to 8, and we probably recommend every 3.
Right, yeah.
Preventative maintenance, guys. It's the best thing you can do for your vehicle. Starting with what fluid?
Which one do we want to go to first?
Let's start with oil. So I'm going to turn the camera around.
Yeah.
So what is special about this oil? First of all, we're talking about a diesel truck.
Right.
Diesel
so,
vehicle.
I mean, the first thing you can do is right on the cap, the oil cap, you will list the recommended oil right on there for you.
It says SA 10W30.
Yes.
Okay, so can I just go down to the grocery store, the other store and whatever, and buy a bottle?
Well, the other side that you're going to want is you're actually going to want a Super Duty, a heavy duty motor oil. So, this is a turbo diesel as well. So this is from Motorcraft, a Ford product, SAE 10W30 Super Duty motor oil. So this is actually made you know, to work well with these turbo diesel engines.
Flip it around. What's it say on the back? Just can you read that out for us, sir?
Okay, Super Duty Motorcraft SAE 10W30 is a heavy-duty motor oil designed for both conventional and turbocharged diesel engines used in agriculture, automotive, bus construction, truck, and other heavy-duty applications.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Don't go down to the store and buy just regular 10W30.
No, you want a heavy-duty motor oil that's going to be able to stand up to the heavy-duty loads and heavy-duty conditions that you're going to be putting this engine under. For
sure. You know what it's like buying a pair of shoes, right? When the soles start to wear out, you know, you start to get uncomfortable. Oil starts to break down. It loses its viscosity. And that's when you start to get that engine wear that you don't want. So change that oil frequently, often, and use the right type of oil.
Yeah, just make sure it's a heavy-duty motor oil for sure.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So change it regularly and you should be happy. Now, along with the oil is what's next is the oil filters.
Yes.
So we've got we've got a big one right here in the front here.
Oh. Yeah, there's the one right here.
Yeah. Now these are specially designed by Ford.
Yes. Yeah, this is straight Ford Motorcraft oil filter, so it's designed to run with this engine, to use this oil, and it's going to be able to stand up to the high extreme conditions that you're going to put this truck through.
You're basically filtering out all of those abrasives, all of those contaminants from damaging parts of the engine, and you want to make sure you again choose that high quality oil filter, Motorcraft oil filter.
Yes. Yeah, you want to make sure it's high quality. Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, you know, it can either make or break your vehicle's engine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so that's just part of the oil change that you're going to get that filter.
Right.
They always recommend the oil filter change on a diesel.
Right. Yeah.
Now, the next item would be the fuel that goes into your vehicle.
Right.
So
fuel filter.
Sure. Let's come around here for a second.
In the back here.
So, there's two components.
Yes. We've got the actual filter.
Fuel filter here.
You know, here, and we've also got another filter.
It's a fuel and water separator.
Right. So the fuel and water separator is going to help separate any water from the condensation in your fuel tank that happens. And when you get an oil change, this is something that they will check and make sure that they release any of that.
Pretty easy to access it too.
Yeah, we've actually got it just right up front here, right underneath it here.
All right, and the recommended interval for that, guys, is anywhere from 16,000 to 24,000 kilometer interval between getting those the fuel filter.
Right. So again, they're going to check that when you get an oil change at our store.
Right.
And if not, you want to make sure every couple oil changes for sure that you're replacing that.
All right. Now, as part of that fuel system, we have some fuel additives that we've got here.
Right.
So one for summer.
Right. So you can see this one's a little bit lighter. But yeah, this is just going to help that ultra low sulfur diesel compliant fuel.
Yep.
Get a little boost, increased performance, keep that engine running clean.
Absolutely. It's going to prevent those impurities from getting to the engine. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Diesel treatment is a very helpful product, right?
Yes. And then we've also got one for a little more of the winter time here, anti-gel. So just you know, the cold temperatures that we get keeps that fuel running smoothly and make sure that your engine is running properly with it.
Absolutely. All right. Now, the next item we want to show you is the air filter.
Air filter.
Right.
So this big guy right here.
So air is needed for combustion.
Yes.
A dirty air filter lowers that efficiency and burns more fuel and is very hard on your engine.
Right. So yeah, especially with a diesel engine, that's a very important part of it. So we can come right over here. We've got the air filter, and we do actually have a gauge attached to it. So it's easy anytime that you've got your hood open, you can take a look, make sure that you are within the recommended area. Now, if you're getting anywhere close
to that red area,
you're going to pop this open and actually just take a little bit of a visual inspection. Make sure that filter is nice and clean.
Nothing beats like a visual inspection, guys.
Right, and it's, you know, they're easy to pop off here. So a couple clips, you can pop this open and check it out.
Right. Okay. Well, there's a couple more on the back side. Yeah. So, but that's how easy it is to do it yourself visually, right? So make sure you've got a nice clean air filter.
Right.
Clean fuel. The right oil filters, all of that good stuff there is going to make your vehicle last longer.
It's a diesel engine. You know, we're used to them running. We see them all the time coming in with 300,000 kilometers more. Guys that are doing a lot of work with these, they put on a lot of kilometers. So you want to do these few little things to make sure that that engine runs smooth for hundreds and hundreds of kilometers.
Right. Is there anything else on our tray?
I think that's.
I think that's about it.
That's it.
Those are some pretty critical items that you're going to want to pay attention to when you're having your vehicle serviced, right?
Right. Yeah, and I mean, none of them are big ticket items either, right? There's small, small amounts that if you stay on top of things,
right,
you shouldn't see any more of those large bills.
So with regular maintenance and taking care of your vehicle's diesel engine, you're going to have a maximum life for that engine. So if you have any questions, by all means, drop us a question in the comments.
Yeah.
Or pick up the phone and give our service department a call.
Yeah, they're happy to help. Happy to answer any questions.
Absolutely. If there's anything else, just be happy to let us know. Otherwise, guys, have yourselves a giant day, and thanks for joining us for Motor Monday.
Take care.
Bye for now.